What's up, warriors? Another day, another music reaction. Our beautiful, very popular, and amazing favorite Renard requested that we react to The Call of the Flow by, you guessed it, Asaf Avidan. So it's been a while. I feel like it's been a while since we've done an Asaf Avidan request. I think our list for this period has been very long, so we have a very nice variety. But it's probably about time that we react to Asaf. So Renat has been amazing as usual, and she included a link to a little video of Asaf. Now, you guys know I like to do this, where if the artists speak about the song or their album or whatever else, then I'll first go and watch that video with you guys, and then we'll tackle the actual music video or the production. Okay, so we're going to do exactly that so that we can see from Asaf's point of view what is the song about or what is this album about, and then we can just dive and indulge into his freaking extraordinary musical abilities and just his passion and charisma and everything else that is packaged in that body of his. Okay.
I feel that the deeper I get, the more obscure it becomes. I'm very careful to not really talk about it while I'm in the process, not because it's secretive or anything, just because the way I work is very intuitive and it changes, my mood changes drastically from day to day. What interests me now, which is lush orchestrations of these Frank Sinatra 40s kind of jazz ballads, it's really, I'm obsessed with it. You know, I have a playlist that I made on my Spotify and I listen to it and I'm like, that's the sound of the new album. And I'm working towards it. One genre is always not interesting enough to me, so I'm always kind of a collage artist in my albums. There's many different genres of music kind of pressed together to create a sound that I hope is somehow original. And so the next album, I think if I need to guess what it will be this cinematic orchestrations of real orchestra with some beats that I really love is, you know, the 90s hip hop beats, which I've started experimenting with. And then more traditional guitar songwriting, all kind of mixed together. The theme of it is different. I mean, it's not different. It's another, I explain this a lot on the stage, that each album is like an excavation, another layer down to find my core. I feel that the deeper I get, the more obscure it becomes. I know how cliche that sounds, but there is a sense of a nebula of self that I cannot define. And it's destroying me because as an artist, I feel that's my job. I need to define something. I need to put a structure upon chaos and then describe it. How do you put a structure on chaos? How do you describe the undescribable? How do you create?
Whoa, I'm stopping. Guys, I'm obsessed. I am obsessive compulsive. So to hear someone want to bring structure to chaos, it's as if he is speaking to my core already. Like, I have tried to get over it. No, there's no point. I've given up. My dogs have done a fair amount of healing my OCD. Um, but I can't stop smiling. I actually made my skin red now. But just watching Asaf's talk, he's so calming. He speaks so well, and the stuff that he says and the way he smiles, it is contagious. Just putting it out there.
A sense of self where there is an infinite self. So that's what's troubling me now about the process.
Oh, why is it troubling? No matter what he does, we are mind blown in any case. So let's like it. I don't know why no one's liking your video. Asaf. I like it for you. Okay. Are you guys ready? I think I'm ready. I'm seeing closed captions on here, so to just turn it off. I say. I already like the fact that he said he wants to bring in some 90s tunes in it. That's my era, man. That's when I was born. So that's the music I was listening to.
Back in the game, back in the game. I was the blues, I was the same. Nothing to lose, and nothing to gain. Just a scalpel in hand and a heart that's inflamed. I was believing that I could find heaven, but I was deceiving myself and behaving like I was the one that was in need of saving. I hold it now, just a holding now. Don't be holding now, don't be holding now. Okay, it was a mask I was really creating, the image of gods in my mind and just making a path for myself that then could be mistaken for fate. It's not fate, it's just one of the infinite roads that I've taken to lead. And the sun, it go low, it's alright. Don't you know? And tonight I let go to the call of the flow. Back in the game, back in the rain. It ain't the blues, it's the way that I am. I gotta sing, it's all the same. Just a shovel in hand and a heart and no name. I used to think I exist in a plane, that I have some control by means of recording my emotion and thought of a self that I call me, but I don't know why. I don't know why. Looking back on it now.
Hold on, I'm getting goosebumps here. This is a bit fiery. This is, man, he just, with the whiskey there, already just seems like a freaking true gentleman. I mean, come on.
I exist in a plane, that I have some control by means of recording my emotion and thought of a self that I call me, but I don't know why. I don't know why. Looking back on it now, guess it seems like they're simplified. But it was a mask, I was really obsessed with a version of self that I longed to possess, and to walk in a pathos of self and exist in a shade. There's no shade, it's just one of the infinite forms that had taken a lead. And the sun, it go low, it's alright. Don't you know? And tonight I let go to the call.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know if he intended this. But in my mind, and you guys know me already, I'll come up with all kinds of things. He's singing about wearing a mask, right? So, or it's all been a mask. But now, when this lady came in at first, I thought, oh, this is a very steamy, very passionate, proper old school relationship. You know, when relationships still freaking mattered and people actually really cared about each other and stayed loyal until the end of time. Just pretend you didn't sense my resentment there. So they were role playing. Well, it looked like it to me, again, in my mind, in my opinion. And to me, role playing and wearing a mask is kind of the same thing. Because you role play, essentially, whomever you want others to perceive you as. That's the same as wearing a mask. So we're going to continue listening, but that is my thoughts for now.
Off the floor. Yes, tonight I let go to the call of the flow. Now I go where winters go.
Yeah.
Be father, final spring. And I will play the weaver song upon this broken string. And don't you cry, I'll be my love, just as long as I can sing. And the sun, it go low, it's alright. Don't you know? 'Cause tonight I let go to the call of the flow.
Oh. Well, this is nothing short of cinematic, that's for sure. Oh my God. I liked it. But I was so captured by, you see, I'm a visual person. Okay, so he told the story through his actual music video. It's different than to just watch someone play musical instruments. Like this was almost like watching a movie. Um, oh wow. I'm gonna like it, of course. Video credits, additional band recording, lyrics. Back in the game. Always them blues, always be the same. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Just a scalpel in hand and a heart that's inflamed. I heard him say that and I thought to myself, yikes. Like, is he kind of thinking he wants to rip out his own heart by cutting it out with a scalpel? Um, and then back in the game. I want to piece that one together. I was believing that I should find heaven, but I was deceiving myself and behaving like I was the one that was in need of saving. That's so cool. Hold it now, just hold it now. Don't be holding out, don't be hoarding now. Okay. But it's all to mask I was really creating the image of gods in my mind and just making a path for myself that then could be mistaken for fate. It's not fate, it's just one of the infinite roads that I'd taken of late. Okay, hold on. If this is what my brain is thinking it is, nay, then this is amazing. Why? How is it possible for anyone to come up with lyrics like this? I really think Asaf is a very old soul. And this is not this. I don't think this is his first life. And he's behaving and writing like someone who can actually remember his previous life because he writes with so much wisdom. And uh, I don't know, he's putting things into words that I would never know how to express myself. Um, but it's all to mask I was really creating the image of gods in my mind and just making a path for myself that then could be mistaken for fate. It's not fate, it's just one of the infinite roads that I'd taken of late. So a lot of people believe that the gods kind of decide what your path is going to be like what life you're going to live, who's going to come onto your path, the decisions that you're going to make, all of that, which kind of contradicts the whole thing about free will. Um, so literally from this one verse to the next, he explains so much of what is basically the one thing that we're being taught and that's rolled into us as when we enter this life, right? So one, we're all sinners, we're going to hell unless you accept the one true God, and then you go to heaven and you need constant saving, and everything that you do is going to land you in hell. Wada. Okay. But then, so he's saying, I was believing that I could find heaven, but I was deceiving myself and behaving like I was the one that was in need of saving. Okay, so that's kind of every question out there. Okay, well, even it's a lot of religions basically. Yeah, I can even think about Muslims. They think the same thing. So unless they repent constantly and pray, then they're also going to go to hell, and Allah's not going to forgive them. Wada. So literally from that one verse, he's almost drawing a line, and then he says, "Nah, now it's all a mask. I was really creating the image of gods in my mind and just making a path for myself that then could be mistaken for fate." So instead of referring to it as fate, because fate is dictated by the gods, he created an image of himself as if he's a god. And I freaking love it. Because if you just go and dive deep, really deep, into where the human race comes from and all my conspiracy theories that I love so much, and only some of you love me for it. I won't go into details here, don't stress about it. Then I'm on the same path as he is. So I fully believe that there's not some person dictating what needs to happen. Well, I believe in the matrix, guys. I'm going to put it out there. A lot of you already know. So yes, they are beings, and oftentimes I believe it's humans, a specific group of humans who want to keep us in the matrix. But it's up to us to refuse to play that game. Okay? And that's what he's saying. So the image of the gods in my mind is just making a path for myself and then could be mistaken for fate. It's not fate. It is one of the infinite roads that I'd taken of late. I mean, even if you look at the alternate universe theory, right? So all of us exist in other worlds, in other realms, but the storylines are different, but there's core things that remain the same. So there's a multitude of directions or options and choices that we can make and choose. Um, it doesn't matter. Like no one's supposed to just follow a script written by whomever. No, write your own script. Live by your own script. Do what Asaf does. He lives by his own script. Back in the game. It ain't the blues, it's the way that. Oh, wait. Sorry, I skipped a nice one. I skipped a nice verse. So, and the sun, it go low. It's right, don't you know? Tonight I let go. I let go. To the call of the flow. Back in the game, back in the ring. It ain't the blues, it's the way that I am. I got to sing, it's all the same. Just a shovel in hand and a heart and no name. Oh, is this the play? Because obviously I haven't listened to too many songs of Asaf, but I do remember No Name, A Man Without a Name. Is he playing here with some of his song titles? Some of the songs that he previously wrote? Just a guess. I might be wrong. I used to think I exist in a plane that I have some control of by means of recording my emotion and thought of a self that I called me. But I don't know why. Looking back on it, guess it seems rather simplified. But it was a mask. I was really obsessed with a version of self that I longed to possess. I think this is my favorite line. This is my favorite line. Oh, but it was a mask. I was really obsessed with a version of self that I longed to possess. And the walk in the path was of self and exist. In a shape, there's no shape. It's just one of the infinite forms that I've taken of late. And the sun, it go low. It go low. It's all right, don't you know? And tonight I let go. I let go. To the call of the flow, yes, tonight I let go. I let go. I let go. To the call of the flow, now I go where winters go before the final spring. And I will play the weaver song upon the broken string. And don't you cry for me, my love, as long as I can sing. And the sun, it go low, it go low. It's all right, don't you know? Because tonight I let go. I let go, I let go. To the call of the flow. I felt like these last few verses became extremely heavy. Almost as if he was at the end of his life and he was literally reflecting everything that's in the past. Or reflecting on everything that was in the past. Could that be? Because I have to say that he keeps speaking in the past tense, right? I used to think, but it was a mask. It's just one of the infant forms that I've taken of late. And the sun did go low, especially when he said, and now I go where winters go before the final spring. I mean, if a winter and spring can't coexist. So if winter leaves, spring comes, does it mean winter dies? Like this guy is phenomenal. If that is what he was referring to, his ability to write almost in code, oh, it makes my heart beat faster and slower at the same time. Oh man, this is amazing. My mind is spinning. But for the first time, I'm almost, I don't know. Like, even though it feels a little bit encrypted, right? So there's nothing straight to the point. Somehow it still has a message. Like, somehow even if it's not his message that he intended for himself, I'm gaining my own message from this. Um, or that's how I perceive it. All in all, he outdid himself with, I'm going to call this a poem. This was a bloody poem. This was out there, so beautiful, so true, so pure, so vulnerable. Yet, I'm going to say it, this was very brave of him to write. Knowing Asaf, knowing that he writes only about his real life experiences, his being, his feelings, his journeys, internal and external. He was so brave to write this. Um, but it holds so much power. He holds so much power for vocalizing all of these stages that he's gone through, all the decisions that he's made. He took the power back that he once didn't have because one, he believed he needs to be saved and he needs to prove himself and wada wada wada. But then he took the power back and he became who he needed to be or who he wanted to be or whatever the heck, he made his own choices. And I find that so profound. Okay, guys, so generally I struggle to make heads or tails of the actual lyrics, of the actual storyline behind the songs, right? But when I watch his little videos ahead of time, or right before the music video with you guys, then I'm like, oh, that's such a beautiful story. Like I can relate. It's like stupid. I feel what he's feeling. But then his music is what really gets me. I can just listen to it over and over again, even though the actual lyrics doesn't always speak to me, okay? Because I rack my brain trying to figure out what the heck it was that he's trying to communicate. But now this time around, this is probably not my favorite. I think this might be my favorite. Because now the lyrics mean something to me. Whether or not that's the same meaning for him, I don't know. I won't even try anymore to understand him because he's just, uh, he's from another world. He's just a very powerful being. An old soul. I'm gonna keep referring to him as an old soul. Um, and even the music, the role play, I like things. I really enjoy things like that. Because I'm visual. But yeah. Rena, thank you. You are the best. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the coffees that you or the beers that you bought me. Um, Yes, I know. I think you actually sent me another one. I need to go check, but I believe there's 2 or 3 more songs that I can react to. So yeah, if they're on the list, we will get to them. I know Sam also, you requested a few Asaf Avidans. So we will get to them shortly. If you want to do what Rena did to get her request to me, please hop on to Buy Me a Coffee, drop a few beers, drop your request there, and I will get to it soon. Okay. Thank you guys. This was amazing. I appreciate all of you, and I will check you in the next one. Goodbye.